Found out about the palm leaves well through Stefan. I met him here in Mazinte in 2020 in one of the meditation retreats, and we connected and he spoke about this MyPalmLeaf kind of project he was working on. And after a few months, I had I signed up and booked a reading with through Stefan. So yeah, it was very early on in the project for him. So he was sort of the main connection to MyPalmLeaf, and yeah, that's how I heard about it. Well, actually, as soon as I booked the reading, I could feel already there was things starting to move. You know, I wouldn't be able to describe exactly what, but I could feel there was. It's like a build up to the reading, you know, to that day. Somehow I could feel energetically there was something that was beginning to happen. And in the reading, it was a mix. I was curious, I was skeptic as well. I've never been one to have lots of readings, you know. I've definitely had a few astrology readings and things, but I've not been ever drawn to sort of find out my future predictions and things like that. So there was a healthy skepticism at the same time, but also very curious because after meeting Stefan, you know, and then hearing about the palm leaves, there was such a authentic love and enthusiasm for it. So I was like, okay, I'll try this. And so during the reading, it took me probably an hour, I think, after being with everyone and the whole process before I sort of opened up to it more, you know. So that's that skepticism was there for a bit, and then after about an hour, after more of the questions starting to be confirmed, and it's you could feel getting closer to the leaf, you know, to my leaf being found. And then in that moment, it was, there was it's the curiosity went deeper. It didn't feel like something had finished or anything like that. It was okay, now there's more to happen somehow, you know, there's further to go. So yeah, the moment of finding the palm leaf was oh wow, and then now what? Now what will come, you know? So there was a lot of unknown and uncertainty, but it was really, a lot of curiosity mostly to see what will be revealed. Yeah. I guess there's also a little bit of fear or something that rises in that moment of now what will I hear, you know, what will be told, what will be shared and what will be told. So it was a mix of excitement, curiosity, enthusiasm, and also I don't know what's going to be shared, do I want to know, you know, at the same time. And that all happens in a split second, you know. But it was beautiful too. There was a lot of confirmation that came. I guess when hearing about my own life unfolding, it was okay to hear. There wasn't, I felt relaxed there, but it was when it came to my family, hearing about health problems coming up for my mom and my dad, and maybe difficulties or challenges that may come between me and my siblings and things. That was definitely challenging to hear that, and I could feel where there were some things that where instantly it would bring me back to that self-inquiry, you know, of this question, who am I, straight away, you know, because there's a pulling into something future, you know, and which rises something which maybe hasn't been quite looked at inside myself too. So yeah, it was beautiful. It brought me back into the self-inquiry as well. I think this part with the remedies was also new. I've not ever, I hadn't felt like I had explored so much, a lot of ritual, practicing ritual and mantra. There's been some practices and definitely things here at Hridaya that we've explored, you know, and some beautiful ritual evenings and things, but more in this personal level, where things are being sort of this is something that you can do to clear karma, you know. Of course it's universal, but it also feels very personal at the same time. And when I heard about them, I think that was the part I was most enthusiastic about. I found it very grounding to start practicing the pujas as well, and straight away things start to, you can feel the karma moving because their remedies are kind of specifically for either, you know, like if there's a what they call a blockage, you know, to do with relationship, it could be children, marriage, or your family, or, you know, all of these things. And so directed to relationship, straight away it was like just the interaction I had with my intimate partner, and then also with other relationships. It was just noticing straight away where things that maybe hadn't been seen before in my own self, my own awareness was starting to come up, where now there was like, yeah, a light upon those things that had been in the shadows before, you know. So it was like, wow, straight away things were being seen, you know, that hadn't been seen before. So I could feel straight away the pujas had sort of evoked or ignited that shift to start happening.